Welcome guys and welcome back to another video. Now, first of all, not only have we reached 1,100 subscribers, which is amazing, because we only reached 1,000 2 days ago. Well, not only 1,000, but wow, your guys' support is just crazy. So anyways, today I'm gonna be making not well, it is a new series on my channel, but I actually took the idea from What If Unknown, and I'll link him down in the description. And the what if is, what if Naruto was raised by an unknown tailed beast? So as I said, go check What If Unknown out in the description. He was the first person to have the idea, as I recall. If there was somebody else who did it, please let me know, and I can give them credit as well. But anyways, let's get into the story. So don't worry, if you watch that video, I won't be copying everything one to one, so this is still gonna be a new story. So Naruto is born, but there's no Obito attack, there's no Nine-Tails attack here. But then once his sister is born, 2 or 3 years later, then the actual Nine-Tails attack happens. And Hagoromo is watching this, and he thinks to himself, I know what I'll do. Because he then used up some chakra that he had saved up for a moment like this. A lot of chakra, actually. Most of the 10-tails chakra, to be honest. More than the 9-tails. And made a 9-tailed beast. But he actually did, sorry, not a 9-tailed beast, an 11-tailed beast. But he actually didn't make this on the spot. He had actually made this 1,000 years ago, but kind of sealed it inside of himself, so that when his chakra is echoing throughout the centuries, he could revive it at any time. But he chooses the host, and he chooses to summon it only when the situation is dire and when it's really necessary. But he knows that Madara and Black Zetsu are working on reviving Kaguya at some point and the 10-tails, so it is necessary, and so he sends down the 11-tailed wolf, which I might give the same name as my Astral What If, I might not. If you have any good names for it, you can comment them down below. Anyways, this tailed beast, of course, has a lot of knowledge on everything, because, well, it was part of Hagoromo. So it's very experienced. And the tailed beasts actually know the 11-tails. And it's kind of like their big brother. Because the 11-tails is actually older than the 9-tailed beasts that we know, and was the first tailed beast that Hagoromo made. And then afterwards, he made the 9-tailed beasts. Anyways, back to the main present story. There is the 9-tails fighting Minato. But then Minato has to fight Obito, so the 11-tails interferes, gets summoned, and helps to seal the Nine Tails, meaning that Minato and Kushina will not die. They'll be alive. Not only this, but also because Naruto has been chosen to become the 11-tailed Jinchuriki by Hagoromo, he must be raised by the 11-tailed beast at a place. Well, it's a place of wolves, a similar place to what we know as Mount Myoboku of the Toads, but more to that later. So it was a necessary thing for Hagoromo to temporarily erase everybody's memories of Naruto. I did copy that from What If Unknown. As I said, great video from him. Check it out. Anyways, we cut to a few years later, about when Naruto's 8.5, about that time. And at this point, Naruto has lived with the wolves for quite a while, and the 11-tailed actually has special powers and also an actual manifestation as a wolf, which guides Naruto in the real world. But also, of course, he is in Naruto's mindscape. However, without the prison cell, without the seal, because Hagoromo knew that not only is the 11-tailed a very friendly tailed beast, but also Naruto's a friendly kid, so they would get along very well. And so Naruto has actually learned to use some of the tailed beast's chakra without getting into any rage or being controlled by the actual tailed beast. And an amazing power which the tailed beast has, which I find very hilarious, is something similar to what you would see in a video game, which is character customization. So Naruto can change his appearance as he wants to. And at the moment, because the tailed beast found it very cute on Naruto, as Naruto's kind of like his own son, and the wolves also treat him like he is their brother, he gave Naruto 2 very fluffy ears and 11 small tails. Again, I kind of took that from What If Unknown. Naruto is a very proud Jinchuriki, and he loves the 11-tails. As I said, he's basically his father. Now, Naruto has been told about Minato and Kushina, but since he doesn't remember much from when he was around 2 years old and before, so he doesn't have much memories of them, but of what the 11-tailed told Naruto. They're kind people, so he respects them, especially because Minato is the 4th Hokage still. Then, when Naruto's 8.5, he leaves this place, which, as I said, is similar to Mount Myoboku, which again also needs a name, because I'm not good at naming things. He leaves it for the first time, because he's always lived there before. And after traveling for a while, and also riding on the physical, on an actual wolf to travel faster, because Naruto was a little kid, he then found humans who seemed to be preparing for battle. Now, these humans, because Naruto actually does have quite a bit of knowledge about the ninja world, So he recognizes their headbands as the Hidden Cloud and the Hidden Mist. Naruto sees these two forces about to engage and battle. However, right before that, Naruto quickly body flickers in between and roars. Sorry, howls like a wolf. I think that's how you say it. Anyways, he howls like a wolf, and everyone stops in their tracks. Why is a little kid on the battlefield? Everybody was curious, and nobody knew. But then, Naruto, who used a special jutsu which I call plot armor no jutsu, to make his voice louder so everyone could hear him. And he said that if they engaged in a battle, he would kill them all. Of course, he didn't really want to kill them, he just didn't want them to fight. Because he hates fighting. Well, he doesn't hate fighting, but he hates war. He doesn't like death. So he'll do anything in his power to stop it. Because he knew that none of the sides were wrong necessarily, they just had a disagreement. This was a fight for territory, by the way. But then, after a pause, the shinobi continued and actually started fighting. However, Naruto was not having it. So, he then summoned the 11-tailed wolf. Of course, this wasn't the actual 11-tailed in its full might. This was just a weakened physical form of it. However, it used an enlargement jutsu to make it look as if it was the size of a tailed beast. And it actually was the size of a tailed beast. Precisely, the 11-tailed wolf was actually a little larger than Kurama. And Kurama is about 50 meters, if you didn't know. So it was pretty damn big. And this wolf charged up a Bijudama. Now, it wasn't gonna kill anybody. He just wanted to demonstrate, because nobody seemed to believe that Naruto was actually powerful. So, it shot his Bijudama right above everybody's heads, so it wouldn't hit them, but it would scare them off enough for them to stop fighting. They watched as an explosion far away destroyed everything nearby in a radius of 500 meters. Everybody was shocked, and they were staring at Naruto, who then desummoned the wolf. "Now do you believe me?" Naruto yelled out. "Stop fighting immediately, or that is the fate that you will have." And immediately, they all laid their weapons on the floor. He then demanded to see both the leaders of the Hidden Mist and the Hidden Cloud. And with that, he was able, with some negotiations, to stop the fighting, because he knew that this fighting over territory would start a war between not only these two villages, but a potential war between all villages, which could have even caused the Fourth Great Ninja War. And as I said, Naruto hates war. He hates death. He's not going to allow that. So, he wasn't going to get let loose until everybody was happy. And so, with some time, negotiations started, and peace returned to the two villages. Now we see Naruto, who is now traveling. By the way, this is a month or two later after the whole battle, which Naruto stopped. Naruto is traveling around a little more, and now since he was already there, he actually wanted to visit both the Hidden Mist and the Hidden Cloud, since he was pretty close by to both of them. He first went to the Cloud, and whilst walking around, he saw a certain girl there. She was being bullied by 5 boys, and they were hitting her pretty badly. Now, the girl, while she did try to block the attacks, she didn't seem to want to flee or fight back. Naruto found it kind of suspicious, so he went over to ask what's going on, and the boys just didn't seem to notice him. They didn't care. They kept hammering in on the girl, so Naruto just blocked one of the punches. The boys weren't looking too happy about it, so Naruto asked again, "What are you guys doing?" "We're just hitting this demon up. What are you doing, demon lover?" the boy asked. "Demon? I don't see any demon." "What demon are you talking about?" The boys look at him. "That girl is the demon." "Demon, huh? Well, if you want, I can show you a demon." And Naruto releases a bit of his bloodlust, which frightens all 5 of the boys. And they run away. "What are you doing? I could have handled them myself, you know," Yugito says, as that was the girl that was being bullied, because she is the two-tailed Jinchuriki. Yugito, sorry. "I was helping you, and you weren't fighting back, so I helped you." "Well, I didn't need any help, right?" "Whatever you say." "You little cat." "Cat? Why are you calling me a cat?" "Well, that's what insert 11-tailed's name here calls you." "Who's that?" Now we cut to a place between Yugito and Naruto's mindscape, where Matatabi, the two-tailed, and the 11-tailed wolf, Naruto's tailed beast, are talking. And as Naruto said, the 11-tailed calls Matatabi kitty cat. So Naruto does the same. because from one-tailed beast to another, why not do it from one Jinchuriki to another? So, yeah. He then goes to the mist. In the mist, right, I actually just did some research and found out that Fu actually lives in the hidden waterfall. So, as I don't want to change it anymore, I'm just gonna do a little plot armor action and say that Naruto helped negotiations with the waterfall village as well. And so there's a three-way alliance now between the hidden mist, hidden cloud, and the hidden waterfall. So, he visited the hidden mist, which he enjoyed, but now he's going to the hidden waterfall, where he meets Fu. Fu is on a mountain, looking at the clouds, funny enough. And Naruto walks up behind her and asks who she is. And she asks, "Who are you?" So then Naruto just answers, "My name's Naruto," as he never gives a last name. Well, my name is Fu. Again, she also doesn't give a last name. Although she has one, but she doesn't want to give it. Fu, can I just call you a butterfly? A butterfly? What makes you say that? Again, we cut back to a place between Fu and Naruto's mindscape, because the 11-tailed wolf can talk to any tailed beast, similar to how Naruto could, and he has a connection to all of them, so he can talk to them. And he also has some of their abilities, like sensing people with Kurama's yin and yang release abilities, because he's actually stronger than Kurama. And then the 11-tails has nicknames for all tailed beasts. For example, he calls the 9-tailed Foxy, the 2-tailed Kitty Cat, and the 7-tailed he calls Butterfly. So, Naruto will call Fu Butterfly as well, because he likes the names that the 11-tailed gives, and he finds them hilarious. So Naruto will be calling Yujito Kitty Cat, or just Cat for short, and Fu will be called Butterfly. But anyways, they have an interaction, and after that, Naruto returns back to a little smaller of a village which the Hidden Mist and the Hidden Cloud made together with some corporation of the Hidden Waterfall, because as I said, there's a three-way alliance, and it's kind of in the middle of all the villages, and it's a village where people of all of the villages can live in peace and harmony. So Naruto becomes an Anbu of that village, meaning that he serves all three villages and gained a lot of trust from the Kage, from the Tsuchikage and the Raikage. Tsuchikage of the mist and Raikage of the cloud. So he got a lot of missions, but this is where I'm gonna leave the video off. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.